Hello, and welcome to this Developer Bricks Challenge. As you may have read from the title of this video, you could probably guess that what I'm doing, and if not, then I'll resume it for you. I'll be trying to beat every single boss in the game with just the rusher units. What counts as a rusher unit, you may ask? Well, I'll go into that in a bit. So for now, let's go into the rules, baby. Okay, so let's begin with the rules. So, the first rule is that only units allowed are ones that have 8 walk speed or more. This is mainly because all the units that are meant to be fast usually have 8 speed, like Modeled, or Kamikaze, or Ninja, or Chairman, and etc. Or actually, I think that's the only examples, but then you get the point. Second rule is that Slammer is the only cannon available. You may ask why, and this is because I feel like it's the only cannon that can't really affect gameplay too much, because as long as the enemies don't get near the base, they won't get attacked or like be able to get hit by the base, and also that gives me more HP to work with, so I feel like it's needed so I don't use stuff like Gatling, which also applies to the one cannon that plays a shield. Because I mean, it's basically just something else that spawns in, so like I don't want it to be too broken, so that's why it doesn't count. There's really no more need for any more extra rules. I think this covers up most of the things. I will say more things or info about this once we get into those moments. But for now, I think we're well informed and ready to begin the challenge. For once. Well, Paymaster is here, the first boss, not that hard. And why is Beastly Battler here? Well, you see, while I did mention that units with less than 8 walk speed are not allowed, Beastly Battler and his normal form, Werewolf Battler, sort of count as an exception, as they do have more than 8 walk speed in their other forms as soon as enough units die. Both of them have about 10 walk speed when they transform, thus counting as rushers. However, outside of that, Paymaster is way too easy, so in just 25 seconds, we are very easily able to clear him. And yes, I did spend a whole bit just explaining what the hell is Beastly doing here. Okay, so before moving on to Jedrock, I wanted to mention something that's really important, and it's that on every single chapter, because I'm already beginning with like an account that has already beaten everything basically and has everything at level 30, I will have to beat everything at 3 star before moving on the next chapter. This means I have to play chapter 1, 3 star, and 2 star too. So Jedrock is pretty easy. He's just Paymaster with a slower attack cooldown, and he just does more damage, that's it. So I'll let you watch the video and that's it. I'll come back on when Doombringer is on.
Oh my god!
And just like that, Jedrock is done, and now we're ready to face the final boss of chapter 1. And here we are, at the final boss of chapter 1, Doombringer himself. With 8,000 HP on 1 star, he is pretty tanky with his decent amount of defense. So in here, I decided to go in very early on and attack, even though it's not the most recommended thing, because it would have been easier to just let this stuff get closer so I could get more money. But it's fine anyway, he gets melted really quickly. Like, in the middle of my talk, he already rings. So in his range, he does kill everything. So I do have to rebuild very quickly, and that will become a bit of a problem later, and you will see why. Well, we did 1 star. So I guess 2 star now, right? Well, yes and no. You see, before we enter into Paymaster 2 Star, I do have to mention that I did discover Chainsaw that has 9 walk speed in his alt form. So from now on, he's gonna be in my loadout. I won't be talking as much here, as this video is mostly about gameplay and there's not really much to add. It's 2 star only makes stuff 1.5 times stronger, and that's not really that big of a difference, so Paymaster is still very easy.
Oh my god!
Well, here we are again, on Doombringer again. 2 star actually does a ton of effect on final bosses, as they have big stats, so because of that, even the smallest of buff give them a lot of damage and HP. So this one takes like the longest one so far. I think it takes like a minute, or like over a minute. So yeah, this one's definitely harder. And just like that, Doombringer is dead. However, we still have to do 3 star, so we're not done yet. However, for 3 star, Doombringer strategy will change a lot, because if Doombringer got this close already to base, to the middle, you can probably imagine how far he'll get on 3 star. So, like always, Paymaster, even at 3 star, it's a punching bag. I really can't add anything else. This is like just 2 seconds faster than the previous like 1 star or 2 star. So yeah. This one actually gave me a little bit more trouble because, because he does a lot of damage, and now that he's 2 times boosted, he actually does a pretty threatening amount of damage. However, he's not that big of a threat, as again, he has low speed. It's all about just timing correctly to prevent my stuff from dying too fast. So yeah, there's really not much to comment about Jedrock nor Paymaster, to be fair. It's just the same thing, just spam. I mean, that's the whole point of this challenge.
Oh my god!
here we are at the final boss of Chapter 1 in 3-star. We beat this, and we'll be able to finally move into Chapter 2 and get new content, the same things over and over again. So this one is very hard. It took me about 3 minutes and a half to beat Doombringer, so that shows off that 3-star is no joke even with this much team. So yeah, basically he does a lot of damage, he packs about a big punch, and his minions, I mean, they're still kind of like useless to be fair, but at least Time Battler is more trending, so that's the thing. And he also has a lot more HP, so that's another thing to take in fact. Other than that, it's a murder that, but I did fear the fact that he did get closer than last time. So if there was a 4-star mode, I could have definitely died. Or I guess I could just die in 2 more mode, 2 I guess. And just like that, Doombringer has fallen. In Chapter 1, 3-star victory is ours with only rushers. And now, all that's left is to beat the base and move on to Chapter 2. So well, that's where our adventure ends for now. Next time, we will go into Chapter 2, and you know, all 3 stars. I wanted to make this video about both Chapter 1 and 2, but considering how long it takes and how much space it took to just make this one singular video, I think it's better if I just do a system where every video equals 1 chapter. So for now, that's where it ends, with Chapter 1. I know this one wasn't very, exciting. I mean, it's Chapter 1, it's meant to be a beginner's chapter, so it's not that complex. The later ones, I do expect to be a little more harder, like Chapter 2 or Chapter 3, so do keep an eye out for that, because I'll definitely try and keep up with those. But for now, goodbye, and have a nice day.